It's very odd in media in general when a studio changes in the middle of an ongoing series, but it does definitely happen in anime. Most of the times there are things that change. Sometimes there's a change in art style, like in Oregairu's sense, where Studio Brain Base went their aesthetically weird and overly saturated color into something Studio feels as Oregairu, with very bland but more beautiful and less aesthetically weird. There's also a change in quality sometimes, with season 1 of Quintessential Quintuplet being one of the most dogshit anime I've ever seen in my entire life, while season 2 looks absolutely beautiful. Shout out to Biriburi Animation Studios to do that. There's also obviously One Punch Man, Madhouse Studio, one of the greatest anime studios of all time, changing to something like JC Staff, being known as the McDonald's of anime studios, where they just pump anime here and there without any relentless remorse. Now, the reason why I want to talk about anime studio changes is A Devil's a Part-Timer season 2 is airing right now. And boy, that anime sucks complete nuts. The studio change is from White Fox to Studio 3 Hertz. Now, White Fox is not amazing studio, but it is a really good studio. They've adapted the likes of Zero and Steins Gate, and I really love Steins Gate. To change it to something like Studio 3 Hertz, where I have no idea what Studio 3 Hertz has done, and you haven't either. They've done Healer Girl, but no one knows what Healer Girl is. God, they just did not give a fuck about this adaptation. This anime, for them, is just a pure cash grab. You could tell from the first second of the first episode, they did not give a fuck about the first season. The things that make Devil as a Part-Timer great in the first season just did not translate to the second season. Aesthetically, it looks awful. The background in the first season is so colorful. If you look back on The Devil as a Part-Timer season 1, it's colorful, it's aesthetically pleasing, it's beautiful. It's nothing else but just magnificent background design. If you look at the Studio 3 Hertz anime backgrounds, you want to puke to death. It looks bland, it looks uninspired, it looks like they just, oh, we need an anime background? Sure, go make something in like half an hour. The characters. When I first watched the trailer for this upcoming season, I did not recognize Chiho, and I feel like this is not just me saying this. I feel like a lot of people share my opinion on how Chiho just looks so different in this season 2. And it's not just how different the characters look. I understand when it comes to just changing studios, you need to change art style because that's just how it is. Sometimes these characters look like they are cross-eyed, and that's not because of artistic reason. These characters just look janky, they look odd, they look weird. The lack of care and the lack of passion in this anime definitely shows. The animation is, again, awful. There is a sense of, magic in this world, and there's a sense of fantasy. There's a scene with one of the night guys trying to blast Maho-sama. The blast looks so uninspired, again, just looks so mediocre. It just looks so... This anime is completely boring. I love anime. You should know this by now. I have a whole channel dedicated to anime, and there's never been an anime that I'm so dedicated to watch my phone. I look at this anime for like 3 minutes. I'm like, oh my god, this feels like I'm doing work. This feels like I'm doing this for a class project. I just end up going to my phone and watching TikTok. I technically did not watch episode 2. I just heard it. And I would not say the same with season 1. Sure, the plot is technically still the same. It looks aesthetically pleasing. There's not a single second in season 1 where the anime characters look boring. There's always something happening. Either the background looks wonderful, or the characters are being quirky, or something. Even when the anime characters are quirky in season 2, and that's rare, it looks awful. It just looks janky for all the bad reasons. And that's why I don't agree with CBR's take on I think Studio 3 Hertz should be looked out for the next decade. Because if you're not taking care of something that is literally a gold mine and basically just shit on it and shit on every single person who's at least remotely interested in The Devil as a Part-Timer, then you don't deserve to adapt any other anime like this, because it's just a disgrace to the fan base.